In October, we told you about some friends from the Danville area who were preparing for a transplant surgery. One man was donating part of his liver to the other. The surgery was a success, and the men are now promoting living organ donation. Newswatch 16's Nikki Krize caught up with Brian and Dan.
Brian Whitmer and Dan Gable have shared a lot of laughs and stories throughout their 20-year friendship, but now they share something else, part of Dan's liver.
He saved my life. You know, again, like I said, people call people heroes, but Dan is a true hero to me.
About 2 years ago, Brian found out he would need a liver transplant. When we caught up with him in October, the former fire chief was getting sicker and sicker, and Dan stepped in to help.
I did it just solely to save his life. He didn't deserve what he got, and I wanted to put my best foot forward to help out a friend.
The surgery was October 31st at UPMC in Pittsburgh.
He went his way, I went my way, and they did the transplant, and everything turned out pretty good.
Brian was in the hospital for about 3 weeks. He says it was a tough recovery, but now he feels 10 years younger.
I feel fantastic. I mean, it's such a difference between, I didn't realize how sick I was because I lived with it every day, compared to how I feel now.
Dan says his liver has already regrown back to its original size.
It was a short-term sacrifice for a long-term benefit. And look at me now, I feel great, and it was well worth it.
The two friends have become strong advocates for living donor transplants.
It was a hard road to go through, but it was a great success, and I'm alive today because of the Living Donor Program.
There's other options out there than just sitting back and watching a loved one, and hope that a loved one gets through it. If you have the option to do this, do so.
Brian and Dan say they are grateful for all of the community support they received over the last few months. Nikki Krize, Newswatch 16, Montour County.